essential question is, how do I use midsegment and proportionality to find length? So this one, I want to label my triangle. This is going to be A, B, C, and then this is D and E. So if I take a look at this triangle, DE is the midsegment of triangle ABC because it is splitting AB in half and CB in half.
Good morning.
So as I was saying, DE is a midsegment because it's cutting the two sides equally in half. I can tell this by the tick marks. Another way I could think of this is DE is 1/2 the length of AC. So number 1 is telling me DE is a midsegment of triangle ABC. It wants me to find the value of x. Because I know it's a midsegment, these two lengths have to be congruent. So x just equals 6. Number 2 is telling me V and U are midpoints of each of their sides. It wants me to find the value of DF. So since this line is in the middle, I am going to multiply by 2 to get the larger amount. 9 times 2 is 18. Number 3 wants me to find the value of CD, so I'm going from the big side to the smaller. I want to divide by 2. So if I'm going big to small, so I just want to take 16 and divide by 2, which gives me 8. So 2 of the middle pieces will equal 1 of the big pieces. So what I can do is I can do 2 times 3x minus 1 equals 34 to set up an equation for number 4. Then I just want to go ahead and solve this. So I want to distribute the 2. 2 times 3x gives me 6x. 2 times negative 1 gives me negative 2. And then it still equals 34. Then I want to go ahead and add 2 to both sides. Then I divide both sides by 6, which will get me just 6. Questions on this one? So again, I have a mid-segment and a larger segment. So I know 2 of these equals 1 of those. I'm going to have 2 times 2x minus 3 equals x plus 9. Then I first want to start off by distributing. So 2 times 2x is going to give me 4x. And 2 times negative 3 gives me negative 6. Then I want to get all of my x's over to the same side. So I want to subtract x on both sides. That will get me 3x minus 6 equals 9. Then I want to add 6 to both sides. Gets me 3x equals 15. Divide both sides by 3, I get x equals 5. Okay. Number 6 is the same idea. So I'm going to have 2 of the middle piece. So 2 times 30 plus 2x equals x plus 24. So again, I want to go ahead and distribute the 2. 2 times 30 is 60. 2 times 2x is 4x. And then it's still equaling x plus 24. So again, I want to get all of my x's to the same side. I'm going to subtract x on both sides. That's going to get me 60 plus 3x on the left and 24 on the right. Okay. Then I want to go ahead and subtract 60 on both sides. So I'm going to have 3x equals negative 36. Then I want to divide both sides by 3, which gets me negative 12. So then we have the triangle proportionality theorem. It says if if a line parallel to one of the sides of the triangle intersects the other two sides, then it divides it proportionally. So in this picture, if TU is parallel to QS, then QR over TR is the same as SR over UR. So I have this big triangle, and it's similar to the smaller triangle. Okay. Number 7 wants me to find the length of YZ. So what I can do is I can draw out the triangles and have those, or I could do the small triangle over the new piece. So small over, did I say new? I meant old. So what I could do is I could take this 45, 44, and put it over the 35, and set it equal to the 36 over the x. And it will give me the same answer as if I redrew out those two triangles. Then I want to cross multiply. So I'm going to have 44 times x, which gives me 44x. And then I'm going to do 35 times 36. So I can go to Desmos to multiply 35 and 36, because I don't know that one. 1260. Okay, so I want to go ahead and divide both sides by 44. Okay. So I want to go to Desmos and divide. Which gets me 28.6. So number 8 is the same. This time it wants me to look for RQ. So I am going to have x over 9 equals 4 over 6. So then I would cross multiply to get 6x. 9 times 4. 6x stays 6x. 9 times 4 turns into 36. Then I can go ahead and divide both sides by 6, which gets me 6. Okay, number 9 is similar. It wants me to solve for w. So I'm going to have 9 over w equals 15 over 5. So I want to start off by cross multiplying. I have 9 times 5 equals 15w. Nine times 5 is 45. Then I want to go ahead and divide both sides by 15. $45 divided by 15 gives me 3. Okay. Number 8 is going to work similarly. So I'm going to do 2x minus 2 over 12, because that's the same side. And then I'm going to have 3x minus 1 over 21. Okay, then I want to cross multiply. So I'm going to have 21 times 2x minus 2, and then 12 times 3x minus 1. Twenty-one times 2 is 42. 21 times negative 2 is negative 42. 12 times 3 is 36. 12 times negative 1 is negative 12. Okay, then I want to get, oh, this one had an x. Then I want to get all of my x's over to the same side. So I'm going to start by subtracting 36x on both sides. Which will get me 6x minus 42 equals negative 12. Then I want to add 42 to both sides, which gets me 6x, and negative 12 plus 42 is the same thing as 42 minus 12, which will give me 30. Then I just divide both sides by 6, which gets me